በደቡብ ኮሪያ ዓለም አቀፍ ትብብር ኤጀንሲ የኢትዮጵያ ዳይሬክተር የተከበራችሁ እንግዶች የሚዲያ አባላት ክቡራንና ክቡራት በመጀመሪያ በዛሬው ዕለት ያከናወነው የ32 ሚሊዮን የአሜሪካን ዶላር የልማት ድጋፍ የመግባቢያ ስምምነት ሰነድ የፊርማ ስነ ስርዓት ላይ በመገኘቴ የተሰማኝን ደስታ መግለጽ ፈልጋለሁ። በኢትዮጵያና በደቡብ ኮሪያ የረጅም ጊዜ ግንኙነት ያላቸው ሀገራት ሲሆኑ በተለይም እንደ አውሮፓውያን አቆጣጠር ከ1950ዎቹ ኮሪያ በጦርነት ውስጥ በነበረችበት ወቅት ሀገራችን ወታደሮቿን ልካ ከፍተኛ ድጋፍ ካደረገችበት ጊዜ ጀምሮ ያለ ወዳጅነት መሆኑ ይታወቃል። የሁለቱ ሀገራት ወዳጅነት ከጊዜ ወደ ጊዜ የተጠናከረ በመምጣት በተለይም በቅርብ ዓመታት የኢትዮጵያ መንግስትም ከደቡብ ኮሪያ የኢኮኖሚ ልማት ትብብር ታሪክ በመነሳሳት ልምዶችን በመቅሰም ፈጣን ሁሉን አቀፍ ዘላቂና ጥልቅ መሰረት ያላቸውን ፖሊሲዎች በመቅረጽ ተግባራዊ አድርጓል። ከዚሁም ጋር በተያያዘ ከፍተኛ የፋይናንስ ድጋፍ በማግኘት የልማት ፕሮጀክቶችንም ስንፈጽም ቆይተናል። ዛሬ የተፈረሙት 3 ስምምነቶች 3 ፕሮጀክቶችን የሚደግፍ ሲሆን በአጠቃላይ በአየር ንብረት የመቋቋም አቅምን የሚያሻሻል ብሔራዊ የአረንጓዴ ልማትን የሚደግፍ በአማራ ክልል የግብርና እሴት ሰንሰለት የሚያጠናክርና ለተቀናጀ አግሮ ኢንዱስትሪያል ፓርኮችም ግብዓት የሚያመቻችና የገጠር ኢኮኖሚ ልማትን የሚያፋጥን እንዲሁም ለአዲስ አበባ ከተማ ማስተር ፕላን ዝግጅት የሚደግፍና የሸገር ወንዝ ተፋሰሶችን ፕሮጀክቶችንም ለማልማት የሚያግዝ ነው። ዛሬ የተደረሰው የድጋፍ ስምምነት በኢትዮጵያና በደቡብ ኮሪያ መንግስታት መካከል ያለውን ትብብር ተጠናክሮ መቀጠሉን የሚያሳይ ሲሆን በተጨማሪም በኢንቨስትመንት በንግድ ትስስር የሁለቱን ሀገራት ግንኙነት በማጠናከር ሀገራችን ቀጣይ ለልማት እቅዶቿ የሚያስፈልጋትን የሀብት የማሰባሰብና አስፈላጊውን ድጋፍ የሚያረጋግጥ ይሆናል። በሁለቱ መንግስታትና ህዝቦች መካከል የሚኖረው መልካም ትብብር በማስቀጠል ረገድ ኢትዮጵያ መንግስት ሙሉ ቁርጠኝነት ያለው መሆኑን ማረጋገጥ ፈልጋለሁ። ትብብራችንም ፍሬያማ እንዲሆን መስሪያ ቤታችን በበኩሉ መወጣት ያለበትን ሁሉ እንደሚወጣ መግለጽ ወዳለሁኝ። ለነዚህ 3 ፕሮጀክቶች የሚገኘውን የፋይናንስ ድጋፍ ለማግኘት በደቡብ ኮሪያ ኤምባሲ በኩል እንዲሁም ደግሞ በእኛ መስሪያ ቤቶች በኩል በመንግስት መስሪያ ቤቶች በኩል የተደረገውን ማንኛውም ስራ ማመስገን እፈልጋለሁ። በዛም ተሳታፊ ያሉትን አመስግኜ ቀጣይ ፕሮጀክቶቹ ወደ ስራ ገብተው ውጤታማ እንዲሆኑም ከወዲሁ ምኞቴን መግለጽ እፈልጋለሁኝ። Director for Korea International Cooperation Agency Ethiopia Office, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Finance and myself, I am honored to be with you to say a few words on the occasion of signing the Memorandum of Understanding for grant amounting 32 million USD. The Korea and Ethiopia relationship could be tracked back in the 1950s, particularly at the event of participation of Ethiopia armed forces in the Korean Peninsula War to support Republic as a member of the United Nations troop. Korea has proven to be a true friend of Ethiopia over the years. The Ethiopian government, inspired by the history of Korean economy development, driven certain policies from lessons learned from the Korean history of rapid, inclusive, sustainable, and broad-based development. The 3 projects that we are signed today have overall objective of securing provision of forest ecosystem services, which improves climate resilience and support national green growth, providing support on MOTA RTC operations. Today's event also marks hard work and close coordination between the government of Ethiopia and the South Korean. This level of cooperation in our cooperation as well as in our government is indicative of the mutual respect we have for one another and as well as our shared interest in creating more sustainable partnerships. I do hope very well that we will be able to intensify the established links between our two countries in terms of investment and trade relation, as well as the development cooperations that we are working on for the last many years. Finally, let me conclude my remark by hoping that the Republic of Korea certainly will maintain Ethiopia as a priority country and continue to work our partners during realization of our successive development plans, which in front of us have a very long journey, which is a 10 years perspective plan. I hope we will mutually aim to strengthen the efforts to achieve concrete sustainable results, both in the homegrown economic reform and on the detailed sectoral initiatives that will from your government. I would like to reaffirm my government's commitment to cherish good cooperation that exists between the two governments and the two people. I look forward to giving you full support in my capacity as a State Minister of the Ministry of Finance to make our collaborations fruitful. And I also want to thank all sector ministries and also the embassy colleagues for all exerted effort in terms of making these 3 projects to effect. I thank you very much, Your Excellency.
It is my great honor for me to be here to launch this year's bilateral cooperation program on behalf of Government of Republic of Korea. For the past 26 years, Korean government through the Korea International Cooperation Agency has tried to contribute to the social and economic development through this kind of cooperation program on the field of social and economic development. KOICA has been carrying out various kind of programs and fellowship program in Korea. Last year, we made our own country plan for more contribution to the Ethiopian government national plan, like a 10 years development plan and some more other important sectoral strategies. Conclusion for sustainable peace and health for made our conclusion to carry out 3 projects with the amount of 32 US million for the realization such kind of green economy and rural development. And thank you so much for your precious time, and we will do as a key partner of cooperation between Ministry of Finance, also Government of Ethiopia. I would like to assure our Ethiopian counterpart that KOICA will continue to play our best and our responsibilities to carry out our country plan, also cooperate with our partners and with our brother nations, because your government always contributed to the peace in Korea from the Korean War and some other international events. So I would like to thank your government cooperation and your friendship to the Korean government, also to my agency. So finally, I would like to express KOICA's gratitude toward the Minister of Finance, and especially for Your Excellency Jasmine, for your promise to cooperate very closely when we carry out our program. So I fully know your good career in the international cooperation, especially finance and some other international cooperation program with the international organizations and the other bilateral agencies and nations. So because as I explained to you, we stayed at this country even though some other very difficulties so to carry out our missions and our responsibility and our goals to